Welcome back to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba, your host. All right. David Williams, Pagetrader, Master Trader in the house. David, welcome to the show.
Hey, Michael. Thank you for having me today. I'm delighted to be on.
All right. I want to hear about what you've been trading, what you
Sure.
see going next, and how everybody sets itself up. And I want to hear the types of things that we spoke about the other day. You know, you've got this timing model, you've got this volatility model, and you've got the pricing model all put together in one succinct package. Let her rip. Tell me what's going on.
No, and thanks again for having me on.
You're
First
welcome.
of all, our work is indicating, and just for the audience, Michael, just so they know, we specialize in highly specific forecasts for a great number of markets. So our work is to tell you precisely where a market is going to be in several hours or several days or even sometimes in several weeks or years. As an example, we've been forecasting for the last year and a half that the S&P is going to continue to move higher into 2019. At the time, a year and a half ago, we forecast a minimum of 2,500 on the upside. We're well past that now. We're up at 2560. But many people are concerned about the market being what could be called overbought. But other than the normal downside reactions that we would see on any given reaction, we think the market will continue higher into at least 2019. So besides the normal reactions, we're not looking for this market to crash or to otherwise not be inside the current longer-term trend up.
How about pullbacks for buying opportunities?
Right, and we've been doing that, but the pullbacks have been getting much smaller. As you know, since the November elections, the market has been in a very powerful, very directional up move and continues. Very, very short-term, Michael, we think that the S&P 500, which is really very close to this number now, is going to be testing 2564, 2565, just 7 or 8 points from where we are now, something like that.
Dave, are we talking about the futures or the?
Yes.
Okay, the indexes, the futures.
Thank you. We're talking about the S&P futures index. Thank you, Michael. We think that's going to be trading up at 2565 within a day or so. So we're still looking for higher prices in the short term here. Mm-hmm. One of the markets that we follow is and forecast in is gold. And any of your listeners that may have been in our trial or perhaps a subscriber will know that back on last Friday, 10/13, Friday the 13th, we forecast that gold, if it closed the day below $1,302, which it did, that gold would decline down to $1,278 and reach that price into Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. Today is Wednesday, and today's low in gold is $1,278.60. That's a great example of a forecast that we gave out to hundreds of our subscribers around the world, and they were able to take advantage of that, trade that move, and exit at or near those final prices.
Are you looking at support right here at this level with gold?
We are. The 1278 to 1277 is very important in gold, and as long as we close daily, and we think we will, above those levels, we do think the market is at the very least, an important tradable bottom here in the relative short term. We're yet to come out with our next forecast on the upside. We just finished the downside forecast today at 1278.60.
Okay, so potential support here. Do you have any trigger points that people, just for the show, should pay attention to?
Well, at this point, one of the things that more aggressive traders would do, absent a forecast of ours, is to be buyers at or near 1278 to 1277, with the understanding that if they get near that level and close above it, they continue to hold their position for higher prices. And, of course, to walk that trade through to completion we would like to be involved in telling them where we think it's going to go and so on. But we think that's buying territory right now. That is correct.
Well, don't try this at home, folks, but you need to get at least a trial to see what Dave's talking about for the accuracy and the timing. Pagetrader.com, right?
That's correct. If they come here, they can take a free trial for a full week. And, Michael, they'll get every forecast we put out in every market for a full week so they can see for themselves that what we're doing is unique and that they can start perhaps utilizing the information for themselves. And we'll help them do that in that trial. But there's no credit card. No one will bother them. If you come in and take a trial, it's just purely for your entertainment and for your ability to watch what we think are the most accurate forecasts available today in these financial futures markets.
We've got a few more minutes left, not too many. What other markets are you looking at?
Well, we favor a group of markets: crude oil, the bond market, some of the currencies, the S&P 500, soybeans, as an example. I'll give you an example of just yesterday. And by the way, Michael, people can follow us if they'd like on Twitter by simply signing up for Pagetrader, Pagetrader, on Twitter, and they'll get the forecasts as we're making them, or as the markets are completing them. They'll get a chance to see those on Twitter in chart form. That might be interesting for them. But we follow a wide number of markets. Soybeans yesterday was trading at about, this is very small, but it's a good example, was trading at $9.86. And we indicated that although we might be interested in buying soybeans, we felt that soybeans were going to touch $9.81 today. So not to buy it until today when they would touch $9.81. Michael, today's low in soybeans is $9.81.6. So just 0.6 of a cent off, the actual target of $9.81. And this is a great example of how we put our trades together, very precise and very thorough. And then when we put trades on, based on this information, we walk that trade all the way through to its completion. We don't leave people hanging with it. We show exactly what we think the market's going to do under the set of conditions that got us into it in the first place.
Right, and you show them how to set their stops and scale out. And
yes,
real quick,
very much so.
Before we get into the analysis, a lot of the listeners here and a lot of markets predicated on the dollar. It's been on a pullback for about 6 months. Any big thoughts before we close out on the dollar?
We don't currently have a forecast at this moment for the next move in the dollar, but it has been on a sizable decline, certainly. And one of the things I do want to mention, Michael, is that we are now studying Bitcoin, and we'll be coming out with our first Bitcoin forecast as well. We think that market has a great deal of potential. It's so volatile, and we've had a lot of requests for it from our own customers. But again, your audience can come to pagetrader.com, check out our site, check out our testimonials, and come take a free trial and see if what we're doing isn't useful to them at a very high level in their trading.
Okay, definitely. I've been watching you trade and trading along with you for years. It's, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't just meet on the street corner. We've done this before.
Right.
All right, Dave, we've got to close for now, but thank you, and we'll be seeing you again on Friday, right?
Yes, absolutely, and my pleasure to be on, Michael. Thank you, and best wishes to you, and we'll see you on Friday.
You got it. All right, David Williams, Pagetrader.com. Give him a try. It's a free trial. What do you got to lose by watching what he's doing? All right,